joined by Danny Mercy from the Rabbit Hole podcast once again. But saying that, last time you were on, it was Alien Addict, wasn't it? It was before we changed the name and everything. Yeah,
it was like just before. I feel like I was robbed because I feel like the next week you changed, and I was like, well, damn.
It was about a week.
That might be true.
Probably.
Yeah, it was like very quickly after. I was like, okay, it wasn't me.
I think you gave us the idea when you told us like you had added the conspiracy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah,
that was the catalyst. And Lee and I were like, we need to change the name. We just got to convince Ollie. We're like, fuck it, let's bully him into it, make it happen. He'll cry, but it'll be okay. Things get culty, right? Like, it's always bad when when shit goes to an extreme, and you start wrapping yourself in extremes, and you start coming up with these fringe ideas to justify what it is you're doing. If you have to justify what it is you're doing, you probably shouldn't be fucking doing it. Yeah.
Well, and you think about like most cults, like even like littler cults that we think about, right? Like people think about like the Branch Davidians in Waco. You think about like the Children of God. You think about Scientology. You think about these cults, Jonestown, and you think like there's the leader, and then the leader has like this group of people that are pretty close to him, and then like there's everybody else. Well, the Catholic Church is doing the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. So, are they a cult? Are they not a cult?
They definitely
they're a cult, I would say, but like I'm not here to start pointing fingers. I haven't done any research into them. I've done some, not a lot. But when you have these close people that are all close together, like you're not going to include all the people that are just like here to learn about God. You're going to include these really tight-knit groups of people to do your dirty work.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Podestas are Catholic. I don't know that.
I asked Grok, it said that they likely are.
Something. And like Flat Earth is like right there on the tip of my tongue. And I was like, you know what?
Look, Ollie trying to look not excited.
Ollie's
it's fine.
In
or
his
like
seat.
we were out by the fire the other night. We had family in town. My parents came over. Taylor's parents came over. We're all like hanging out at the fire. Mm-hmm. And we start talking about the moon. The moon's really bright. And I was like, too bad it's fake. Like I just don't say it out loud to the people because, or like I read the room, like if I like slip something in and if it doesn't land or like, it's not picked up by somebody, I'm like, all right. We're not conspiracy theorists here. Okay. But it makes it really, really hard to find friends because everything is a conspiracy and nobody believes it. And I'm like, no, but like, look, but it's fine. I just don't talk in those situations. I just be really quiet. I'm also very curious what they're going to say because maybe they're going to tell me something that I don't know yet.
I need to learn that, man. I can feel myself going nuts. Like I can see it happening and I can't stop.
Yeah.
Someone's saying something. It's like lucid dreams. Like I was awake in the dream. It's like lucid dreaming is the sandbox when you have the administrative password to reality because the quantum tutorials in your head allow you to access other realities because we're not really here. This is superstring imposition. We're just projected here to experience this reality, but you're a higher level being that you can't remember, so it compresses. And you're just
not everybody's ready for all that.
They're just like, we need to sit at a different table.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This is why, like, people aren't ready for all that. So you have to, like, drop them like a little breadcrumb. And you're like, hey, that's a really, really bright moon up there. What do you think about that? What do you think about the moon landing? Let's talk about the moon landing. Oh, yeah, it was really great. Those astronauts. I hope we get to go back to the moon someday. And you're like, roger that. Okay.
That's the Eddie Bravo thing, isn't it? Like Eddie Bravo said like loads of times on different podcasts that when he first meets someone, he asks them, "Oh, do you think we went to the moon?" And he's like, if they say, "Yeah, we can't be friends."
She's evil, man. This is genuinely what I believe is like, how in like heavy metal it's all like, the hail Satan and eating the bat head and shit like that, and they're like, oh, it's devil music. Yeah. I think it's pop music. I think devil music is pop music. It's the fucking lollipop, candy, trendy shit you hear on the radio that everyone thinks is harmless until you really start thinking about it, watching the video and listening to what they're saying. You're like, wait a minute.
Well, I covered a bunch of her lyrics too in several of her different songs, and I was like, tell me that this isn't satanic.
Yes.
Like, wait a second. But, kids are singing it.
Has anybody played them backwards?
No, I haven't played it backwards.
That's why everyone needs to go listen to Danny's podcast and listen to her go in on Taylor Swift, Lucifer's concubine.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to find in my podcast. Neither do I. So you can find my podcast, The Rabbit Hole Conspiracy Theories, anywhere, but I found I'm not on iHeartMedia. So if you're looking for me on iHeart, I'm not there. I don't know why. Haven't figured it out. But Apple, Spotify, Audible, those different places you can find me there. Cult Chronicles is my other podcast. I don't know. I'm on the edge about that one. I'm not sure if it's going to continue just because I have to minimize the outside noise. So that might be on the chopping block. But for now, if you want to listen about cults, Cult Chronicles is also everywhere. You can find me mostly on Instagram. If you want to get a hold of me, that's the place to do it. I answer every single message that comes in. So rabbit.holepodcast. I'm also on TikTok, but I hate it. So don't contact me there. And if you want to email me, rabbitholeconspiracypodcast@gmail.com is where you can do that.